If you've got a baby that doesn't sleep very well, I'm going to bet that you've heard of the sleep regressions that are coming to make things 10 times worse. I'm here today to talk to you about sleep regressions, what they are, what causes them, and hopefully how you can help your little one get through them relatively unscathed. You'll have probably read online about regressions happening at certain ages, usually 4 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, and 2 years. Interestingly, the only one of these regressions that's actually backed up by evidence is the 4-month sleep regression. Whilst there's no evidence for any of the other sleep regressions, there is no smoke without fire. And a lot of the times, these sleep regressions can be connected to big developments that are going on in babies and toddlers' brains at that time. At the 9-month sleep regression, you've got separation anxiety and crawling. At the 12-month one, you've got walking. At the 18-month one, you've got a massive language explosion. And at the 2-year one, you've got toddler behavior, independent seeking, control seeking behavior, things like that. My first recommendation is not to panic. Lots of babies and toddlers will not be impacted by the sleep regressions that you hear about online. And I don't want you to spend the next 2 years of your child's life panicking that sleep is going to regress when it might not impact you at all. The second thing to remember is that all sleep regressions are temporary. You're never going to get stuck in a sleep regression just because you don't do something that you read about online, for example, sleep training. All sleep regressions will pass in 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks maximum for very sensitive babies. If you're starting to find that sleep is still disrupted after this period of time, there might be something else going on. For example, something might need tweaking with their sleep environment, or they might need more time awake before bed, or they might need to drop a nap. Just because sleep remains disrupted doesn't mean they are trapped in the sleep regression. It will always pass in time. My third recommendation is to let them practice whatever skills they are learning. And you can never do too much practice with these skills. If they are rolling, roll them about all day. If they are learning to walk, get them out at the park. If they're learning to talk, chatter to them all day. The more practice they get during the day, the less they're going to want to do it at 2 in the morning. My next recommendation is to really focus on filling up their love tank during the day, which sounds a little bit silly, but when children are going through a lot of development, it can feel really, really unsettling for them. And your one-to-one connection time with them can help really make them feel better ahead of bedtime and make them seek you out less overnight. And the final thing to remember, that there is nothing you can do to stop these disruptions to sleep when they're happening. It's nothing you're doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong by responding to them when they cry overnight. This is a normal part of baby and toddler development. Their brains are so active, they are learning so much, it's going to naturally disrupt their sleep, and it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. Hopefully this information about sleep regressions has been useful and a little bit reassuring. If you want any more information about sleep, please head over to your baby club for far more tips and advice from me over there.